Alright guys, welcome back to the show. It's that time of week again, battle report time. Haven't played these guys for a while, so I've decided to bust out my Tyranids. I have been painting pretty flat out as well to get some units done. So I finished off a Carnifex over here, which wasn't painted last time. Then I got 1, 2, 3 3-man units of Tyranid warriors, which are painted identically. They've all just got rending claws, devourers, and one has a venom cannon in each unit. Alright, so they're the new things I've added in. It's a little bit different from last list, but let's go over what we got. So, to start off with, the the hive mind that I'm going to be using them as is Jormungandr. I don't know. The Jormies, mate. That's what I'm using them as. So pretty much the idea is that all these guys in this army, besides the Flying Hive Tyrant, will get their cover save, which means all the warriors will have a 3-up save, the big monstrous creatures will have a 2-up save, so hopefully it's going to be a bit resilient, which is what I'm sort of going for with that tactic. So now that you know that part, let's go through the list of what I got. So, first part of the battalion is the troops, 1, 2 and 3 Tyranid warriors that we just went over. And then I've got a Tyranid Prime. He's just got the bone swords and claws. And then the second in charge is the Hive Tyrant at the back that's got the Scything Talons, and it's also got the Venom Cannon, which I'm going to be using as the Miasma Cannon. So the reason behind that is these 3 Venom Cannons and the cannon on that just gives me a bit of ranged shooting, strong shooting as well. You know, these ones are Strength 8, AP 2, D3 damage. The one on him is Strength 9, AP 2, 3 damage, and it's got a few other little buffs as the relic. So that's the first part, and also we've got the Exocrine here. He's in that battalion as well. You all know what he does. Big guy, shoots heaps of shots, stands still, fires a lot. Alright, then I'm running heavy support, I think it's Spearhead. I'm going to say Spearhead. So in that, leading the Spearhead is Old One Eye. You love him, you know what he does. He runs around, smashes face. He's good, he's a HQ. He buffs Carnifexes, and also he's got 9 wounds, so you know you can't target him, which is good. He gives +1 to hit for Carnifexes. Now going into the 3 heavy supports over here, I've got a unit of 2 Shootifexes or Dakifexes. They've got the Spore Cysts, slime, what are they called? Despitters with Slimer Maggots, and enhanced sensors. So they're my shooty guys. Then I've got one here who's just a normal Carnifex, Barb Strangler, Scything Talons. He's also got the enhanced sensors and Spore Cysts. He's not the most optimal, but he's painted up, so he's in the list. Then we've got 2 Thornbacks who also have the Spore Cysts, so they've just got all their claws and their what do you call it? Bioplasmic Screen. So that'll give me 9 command points. The Warlord trait that I'm going to be giving to the big guy, so the Flying Hive Tyrant, I've had a look over it, and I'm going to give him heightened sensors. It says your Warlord never suffers any penalties to hit rolls, except still hits on 6s with Overwatch. That's really good, so no matter what I'm fighting, anything with minuses or whatever, his cannon's going to be fine, and when he gets into combat, he's going to be fine. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So also, I'm going to keep this Tyranid Prime, sorry that went a bit blurry, near these 3, so that's going to buff them to hitting with their cannons on 3-ups and also in combat, so they'll advance as a little bubble up the field. The 2 Screamer Killers will advance up hopefully with Old One Eye, and these 2 will just provide fire support because they won't be going into combat, so they won't be buffed by Old One Eye. And also this guy will sit back, bit of line defense. So overall anyway, happy with the paint scheme. A lot of people say run this, but I'm sort of looking at this as like the second wave, so all the little bugs have come in, and now you know you've got Tyranid warriors and big things stomping on through. I am painting all the little critters to go with it, stay tuned for that. But I love the monsters, that's why I played this army. So lots of monsters, lots of stuff going on. I'll get down the club, see who I'm playing, and yeah, Alright. Alright, I've gotten down to the club and my opponent is Trent and he's rocking his Dark Angels today. So in the list, he's rocking a battalion and a vanguard. So in the battalion, let's get a bit blue. We don't have the best light back here. We'll get one of these up close so you can see. He's done a good paint job of these. These are all finished up, by the way. Looks good. So for troops, he's got squad of scouts, heavy boulder, bolt guns, squad of intercessors, grenade launcher, power sword, and same behind. Then HQ's here, so we've got a big daddy cool guy. Looks really good, look at that. We've got a librarian, so they're leading the battalion. Then behind them we've got the standard. Whoop. Sorry, Trent. Which he's done some cool work here with the shoulder pad. Oh, sorry, sword on the shoulder pad, which is really cool. So what's that standard called, Trent? It's the special one out of the book, isn't it? We've got some Terminators here, so we've got Cyclone Missile, 3 Power Fist Storm Bolters, and 1 with Thunderhammer Storm Shield. Up the back we've got a nasty unit of 9 Hellblasters. So, as I said again, they're dark, that's why I can't see them, they're so dark, Dark Angels. So they're all painted up really nicely as well. Trent always does a nice job of his paint. Then over here in the Vanguard, led by his little converted tech marine here. Nice job with a little backpack and stuff. We've got a squad of aggressors, and are these venerable or just normal?
Venerable.
2 venerable dreadnoughts. These are also some eBay work that Trent's done by slapping together some stuff and making some cool stuff. So they're both painted up. Alright, so that brings Trent to 1500 points here. So we'll roll up a mission and we'll get to it. Alright guys, mission's here, so we're playing the scouring, so we've got 6 objectives. We've got 1 under this big guy here, 2, oh, that was a bad idea. This guy just dropped from the sky. So we've got 2, 3, 4, and then we've got 1 under these guys, and 1 under these guys. So setup wise for the Tyranids, we got Carnifex, then we got a line of warriors, Exocrine in the centre, big batch of Carnifexes over here, and this guy's in Deep Strike Reserve. If we come across here for the Deathwing, we've got these guys in Deep Strike Reserve. Then we got Dreadnought, we've got a unit of aggressors and 5 intercessors. And here we've got a big batch of, we got Dreadnought, we got Banner, Librarian, Captain, we've got intercessors at the front, and then we've got 9 Hellblasters, then we've got these guys up the top. Alright, so me and Trent are going to roll to see who goes first. Trent, you got a dice ready, mate? Yeah. You're going to throw it from over there. Alright, so I'm going to roll my dice. I've got the +1, so I've rolled a 5 here. What's Trent got? So Trent's rolled a 1. Would you like to try and seize the initiative, Trent? That is a 1. So, Tyranids will be having first turn. We'll kickstart this battle report and I'll get back to you at the end of the big blue monster masher's turn. Alright guys, so the end of Tyranids turn 1. This Carnifex and these 3 with their venom cannons. And this guy. Shot over here and took this down to 3. He was in cover, so he did pretty well. And then same in here, combined firepower in the centre here. Fired over at this guy and took him down to 3. So both dreadnoughts are down to 3. That was the main thing that happened in the first turn, and we've damaged him. So Trent's now going to be able to retaliate and see what he can do against these Tyranids. Alright guys, so the end of Dark Angels turn 1. Pretty much everything in Trent's army has focus fired and killed 2 Screamer Killers. Other than that, did 1 wound with some boulders on one of these guys over here, and that was it for the turn. So he has scored himself first blood and he's still sitting pretty here. So I'll have my second turn and we'll get back to it. Alright, end of Tyranid turn 1. Sorry, turn 2, it's not turn 1. Pretty much the centre here moved forward he failed to charge against this dreadnought. These guys peppered this dreadnought down to 2 wounds. This guy over here smoked 5 of the plasma guys over there. Then the combination of these guys over here, plus the Hive Tyrant coming down, removed the other dreadnought that was here. And then the Hive Tyrant managed to fly in, finish off the Hellblasters, and he's tied up in here. So we smashed up a bit of his army, but we also lost a bit of stuff on the way in. So it's all hectic over in here now. Trent's got brown pants time. He'll have his next turn, and we'll get back to you. Alright, end of Dark Angel's turn 2. So in here, all these guys are trying to gang up on me Hive Tyrant. He's lost 7 wounds total throughout the course of the battle. Trent did land some Terminators down here. They didn't do a lot. He shot some missiles around, failed, and he failed to charge into the Carnifex, but he did take some wounds off some warriors over here. Combination of all this stuff over here, took another wound off over here. And these guys just sort of did some support fire. Other than that, that is about it for the turn. So I'll have my turn 3, see if I can't stomp his head in and get on with my job. Alright, here we go. End of Tyranids turn 3. I've moved this guy across, and I've moved all the warriors forward here. With the firepower of this, and this, we got this Terminator squad down to 1, and then we surrounded him with some warriors in here, but he actually put more of a smackdown on us. Then coming over here, Old One-Eye rampaged through, punched his way through 5 intercessors, and then got to the dreadnought but didn't get to attack. He just consolidated into it. Then over here, Trent had 4 characters who's beaten on this guy and nothing sort of really happened, but then I in return killed his librarian because I thought I'll go for the guys without invulnerable saves and try and weaken them. So that's the end of my turn 3. We've got everything pretty much tied up. Trent's going to have his turn 3. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to have his turn 3 and we'll get back to you. Alright. Alright, end of Dark Angel's turn 3. So, they've taken some casualties. Starting over here, no more Terminators because they got eaten. Come over here, Librarian is gone. The Captain's still standing in there strong. This guy jumped out of combat and shot at Old One-Eye but had unsuccessful shooting. And he's still got a few things here and he's holding an objective over here. Now I'm going to have my turn 4. Trent doesn't have much on the table, so hopefully we can look forward to a tabling. Alright, I'll get back to you at the end of my turn 4. Alright guys, we have the end of the battle and the Dark Angels have been tabled, so I've redeemed myself from being tabled by Custodes last week, which is a good feeling. Just over here between these 2 characters, just too much damage 3, high strength on smaller characters. Trent did get this guy down to his last wound, but these Hive Tyrants are no joke, so I kept getting the feel no pain off. You got anything you want to add, Trent?
I should have put the Deathwing over here and swept across the board rather than putting him in front of your guns over here.
Probably, yeah, I'd agree with that. But you did get unlucky on the charge, so these things happen.
Yeah, would it have been different if they'd actually charged into Old One-Eye? Would they have killed him? I do not know. I
think so, yeah, they would have been able to take him in 1 round probably.
Okay.
Alright, so that's the battle report. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you like the channel, like and subscribe, and I'll get back to you with another one.